What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're checking out Hell Is Us demo. Now, we're gonna try it at 1080p in this video, and then, of course, we'll do a 1440p video too. Now, I can almost guarantee this thing's not gonna run maxed out ultra settings or whatnot. We'll still try it for a second, maybe throw some FSR in there real quick, or we'll just do the stock settings, since that does include some upscaling. And all the upscalers are similar-ish. The stock one gives you the most FPS, does not look great. FSR is kind of like a middle child, and I'd say the Intel one actually, I think it gets the lowest FPS, but looks the best. But I don't know, that's just my opinion so far from what I've seen. But I've been looking at it on small screens and whatnot, or through a little OBS window. So obviously, yeah, it might not be the case once you can blow it up on a screen like this, but we're not gonna go bother going through, ultra and do 3 upscalers, then move on to high. That would take way too much time, especially for just a demo. But we'll still hop in and at least test ultra high and medium and whatnot. I don't think we'll need to go put it all the way to low just to get 60 FPS, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go and see what it can do. So even though this is kind of stupid, I figured let's try it anyway. We'll go with ultra first, see what kind of FPS that does for us, and then we'll just keep toning it down until it gives us legit good FPS. And I think I messed up on this one at one point and left smooth gameplay on, which limits you to 62. But I think I've at least fixed it by going back to it during the camera recorded gameplay. I think that happens during high, but we'll see. Maybe I'm misremembering. Anyway, let's get into the game.
It's a true serum. It's still experimental, hence the polygraph. I would have tortured you, but my employers insist I use their concoction. Now, let's begin. How did you get into Hadia?
The yellow brick road.
Well, apparently, needs more time. While it's going through your system, curious about something. Why did you do it?
Anyone in my shoes would have done the same.
I think you overestimate human beings. I don't think you realize the time, money, and resources that went into this operation. You pissed off the wrong people. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You were smuggled out of Hadia at age 5, grew up in the foster care system, and dabbled in criminal activities. You managed to pull yourself together and become a decorated soldier. After decades of trying to get back into Hadia, well, you decided to take matters into your own hands. It seems we are ready.
Now we'll turn it down to very high at 1080p base. None of these do full resolution, not even ultra. And I still have smooth frame rate on, but I don't think it matters quite yet. I think it started mattering once we got down to high, and I didn't really realize it. And then was like, wait, once I got to the next one down, I was like, it's still the same, what the hell? Anyway though, let's go into that game once more.
You must be lost to wander around Sinedra Forest. I'm afraid I have very little to offer. You're welcome to stay and catch your breath. Frankly, I could use the company.
Who are you?
The name's Ernest Cadell. My family has tilled the earth here for generations. When the Sabinian army dug in for the winter, they used our home as their headquarters. I wasn't here at the time, but my sons were. When I finally came back, the Sabinians were long gone. They left my sons' bodies in the forest. My only solace is knowing that my fourth son might still be alive. I hope he finds his way home, if he's out there somewhere.
Do you know where the village of Jova is located?
It's in Akasa Marshes. It's quite a ways from here. I'm afraid you're going to need a vehicle. Unfortunately, I have none. A group of strange-looking soldiers arrived here last night in an APC. And perhaps you can ask them for help. It's not the first time I've seen them. They always seem to be snooping around here for something.
Where can I find the APC?
They parked their APC just beyond the woods, to the north. Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through. I hung them in the trees so my sons would stop getting lost when they were children. Setharus, bless their souls. The gate to enter the woods is locked. Here, take this key to unlock it.
Hey, Gus, Arlo, Otis, please pick up. It's Atticus. I've been trying to call for days now. Phone lines keep going down, so I don't know when I'll be able to call you back, but I'll keep trying. Hey, don't go killing Sabs without me. See you soon.
Now we're going to tone it down to high, which is 70% of that though. It's not really 1080p no more. And I forgot to turn off that smooth frame rate. So it's going to be limited to 62, but it does actually make it pretty damn smooth, I can't deny. But later on, I come back to this during the camera recorded portion, and it gives us very playable FPS. So now, why don't we go ahead and hop into the game and just see what it can do anyway.
Found me. Epsilon 12, right? I have blood in my eyes. You must have honed in on my distress beacon.
Who are you?
Sifo 451, Epsilon 11. I got separated from my unit. They're still down there behind that door. We were on an SSC. We got jumped. I'm not sure how I got here. All I remember is hearing that door shutting behind me. I must have triggered something. We need the key to the APC. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Who has the APC key?
The sergeant has the key. He's inside with the team. The sergeant's easy to spot. He's the one with a dark red poncho. Shit. I'm hurt pretty bad. I need to stop the bleeding. Look, we have a med kit in the camp we set up in the woods west of here. We marked the trees to make it easier to navigate. Bring me the med kit, and I'll give you what you need to open the door.
Now I decided to do medium, but it was kind of unnecessary, honestly. But hey, if you want a little extra FPS, you can try this out. But I think this is where I was like, wait, I got into the game, it's still 62, what the fuck? And then I came back and was like, okay, let's turn that shit off. And now we started getting 130 FPS instead. But anyway, let's get into the game and let's see what it can do. And then, during the camera recorded portion, we'll try high. I'm recording gameplay here. I wouldn't put it back to high since I noticed that stupid smoothing was on. I could have sworn I put it
I need
to
the med
unlimited,
kit.
but I guess
Just
not.
follow the marked trees in the woods west of here.
Oh yeah, dirt. You don't have to talk to him. You can trade with him. Trade. There you go, sir. There's your thing so you don't
Good.
bleed to death, hopefully.
You got the med kit. Okay. See that ladder over there?
I sure do.
Climb it to the... Take this. You'll need it to open the door. You'll figure it out.
We've got the key with bleed. Eventually I'll be able to come back and read those. Oh, wrong way. Go that way. There we go. This is the one we want to go. This way. And that one I'm going to want to go. Those things we can't read. Oopsie. So far, everything seems to have a massive stutter right there. Hopefully they can fix stuff like that when it comes out, but if not, this isn't as bad as Unreal Engine 5 games usually are, so I'll take it. Alright.
Hey!
Yeah, see,
You
he does
okay?
this a lot differently than I would. I would have seen that and been like, what the fuck is that creepy thing? And
Hey!
you notice me, I'm gonna back out of here slowly. No, I'm not gonna lie, if I saw something doing that, if I had a gun, I would more than likely react with saying, like, what the absolute fuck is that thing doing? Okay, great. My gun as usual does nothing to this. I just noticed almost every game or horror thing, it's like you shoot monsters and the gun does nothing, you know? Probably because we're so used to thinking a gun is the solution for everything. In this one, it seems like the sword is more of the solution for most things. This thing is definitely an interesting thing. Like, it puts its soul out to attack me or something. Maybe that's just its weapon? I'm not sure. I'm sure they'll explain later in the game. Alright, well, it can't be its soul, because if it it was, it would have died by her killing it. Instead, it seems like it dies in the more conventional way most things die. A nice blade through a certain spot. Battery died on me. I need to keep a better eye on that. Can't believe I didn't see that, but got a little too into the game. It happens. We'll still get a little bit more gameplay here. Oh wait, we don't need any of this. Woo! But it's still nice to know. It almost sounded like a continuation of the stuff that we learned to get through that door in the first place. That's the only reason I knew that. I already went through that once before, so I already knew what the code was. Just like I knew how to turn the towers and all that. Once I do it once, I can usually remember how I did it. But this is, I think, as far as I got, though. I don't think I figured out how to get past this room. You must be aware. Ah. Then it tells you about the healing pearls. Almost seems like it's just you're better off blocking your first attack rather than attacking. At least for me. Because I always seem to get hit if I go in too aggressively. But yeah, it's as far as I could get. I think it was this room. I'm just sitting here like, oh, that's right. I just couldn't see it. You're just supposed to go down here. It's definitely a little dark down here, that's for sure. Anyway though, that's probably good. So let's go wrap the video on up, shall we? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Hell Is Us. Got 1080p anyway on the Asus G15 Advantage, and it was very playable. Obviously not native resolution, but as I said probably in I think every single video I made so far, I think this game was basically designed around some form of upscaling being used at all times. And then if you want, you've got frame gen. I just don't usually test that because it adds a bunch of input lag and whatnot. So if anybody wants me to come back and test out just frame gen, I can come back and do a solely frame gen video. I don't mind, even on the handhelds. But those are the ones that I'm usually like, man, they usually only get 40, 50 FPS. But on this game, if you're on 720p, you actually can probably turn it on and it won't be too awful bad. But I still think you'd be getting too much input lag. But hey, maybe I'm just more susceptible to noticing it. A lot of people have said I don't notice any perceivable input lag when I turn frame gen on, even when they're doing it at 30, 40 FPS. So might just be a me issue. Either way though, that's all I got for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.